Hello and welcome to episode 31 of my Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker's playthrough. We are still in Elpis, and we have a decent amount of the map unexplored still, so I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be here. But we shall continue on. See if Ep31 has anything to say. I'm tired, leave me be. Something seems to be weighing on Hermes' mind. Oh, damn it, I forgot to have my biscuits before. Not my biscuits, my donuts. I have some donuts behind me. I meant to eat them before I started this recording, now that I have a fresh cup of tea beside me. But oh well, they will have to wait for an hour. Tell me, Nathan, in the course of watching me, have you learnt aught of value? Nothing so far, but I'm hopeful it will change. Dynamis. Dynamis seems promising. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I don't think I found it yet. That is probably true. This is relevant, but it's nothing we didn't already know. The only new piece of information is the supposed abundance of it. If only my work were more interesting. Nevertheless, I'm still indebted to you for keeping Meteion company. If there's aught I might do, you need but ask. Chief Hermes, what good fortune to find you here. Is something the matter? The, Ekion. Ekion? Ekion? I's probably silent, so it's probably Yaikion. I'm afraid it's done it again. No sooner did we release it for observation than it set upon the nearby occuputlets, slaughtering them. Was the creature hungry? Or somehow provoked? I had just fed it myself. And the occuputlets were keeping a wide berth. So it's the nature of the Yukinas. I'll continue going with Ekion. That is to blame. Their innate viciousness. Temperament aside, it is an outstanding creation, perfect in form and function. Though it may not be suitable for release, I have no doubt that the Bureau will accept its concept for preservation. In any case, there's no point in postponing the inevitable. Doris will revert them all once the paperwork is in order. Where is the scene of the incident? Just off the pass to the 12 Wonders. 12 Wonders? As you make your way, you should see it on the left. If you don't, I don't know if Doris is still there, however. Hermes, wait! If this is part of his work, then I would observe. We follow. We ain't getting to that in time. Okay, there is an Aetherite in this direction. It says it's directly west, but I don't think it is. Because it's... Oh yeah, the one that's directly west is up there. But there is another one in this direction. I am sure of it. I thought these things didn't have names yet. It's heavy. Hermes' pain. The occupite is no easy prey. With its hooves and horns, it was designed to be formidable even on land. Yet they did not stand a chance against the Ikiana. A fearsome beast, this Ikion. But where is it now? The laceration and burns are unmistakable. A Ikion was indeed responsible. But the creature is nowhere to be seen. Doris must have taken it away. The man makes his base at the 12 Wonders. I shall go and seek him out there. Emitselk and I will search the area for good measure, just to make sure the Ikion did not escape. My thanks. Let us meet at the 12 Wonders when you have finished your when you have finished. I will go on ahead. Please follow with Nathan. Come, come, it's down this path and over the bridge. But before that, if it's directly south, it's probably around there. Exactly where I expected it to be. We're heading to a new island. So we may as well hang around the edge. There is one right there. Right in the path of least resistance. Did that just spawn? No, that's almost dead as well. Not worth the attempt for the extra fate. There it is, the 12 Wonders. Hermes was looking for Doris. Let's look for Doris too. He's a man with long blonde hair, I think. I know him when I see him. No, you may not get on your mount. That is my sole purpose in life. Is there another one around here? Northwest. Yes, that would put one more in here. Specific description: man with long blonde hair. That is a woman with short blonde hair. It's attuned to the Aetherite. Blonde-haired man over there. Doris, that's Doris. Oh no, if it isn't Meteion, what brings you here? Ah, I thought I heard a familiar voice. I didn't realize you two had decided to help me search for Doris. Thank you. You're in charge of the Ikions, I believe. Where are they now? Out in the field, or out in the fields in restraints. Frenzied as they were, I couldn't return them to Chrysalis. Once I've submitted my report, I'll see them reverted without delay. It is as you said, the beasts are indeed quite ferocious. You're one of the 14. What brings you here? Nothing you need concern yourself with, as you were. We've heard the news, and the Ikion slaughtered Occupites. As the observer in charge, you are of the opinion that they are not fit to be released? I am. Their abnormal aggression and exceptional strength makes for a highly problematic combination. It matters not where they are released. Lycions or Lycions would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Oh, so it's an L, not an I. I thought it was a capital I. So it's Lycions. Would threaten other species and upset the natural order. Could it be that the specimens observed are outliers? Highly unlikely. We've created a good many of them, all exhibit the same tendencies. Even when we used Kyros to begin with a fresh slate. Their behaviour was unchanged. Kyros? A memory reconfiguration system. The Chief himself created it. It allows us to erase and alter memories, that we may observe creations in different environments. Environmental conditions without needing to remake them from scratch. Quite impressive, and potentially dangerous, depending on the integrity of the etheric emissions. Pashiot may wish to have a word with you. May wish to have words with you. Rest assured, I've kept all values within prescribed limits, and to prevent misuse, its applications are limited to those authorized by the Chief Overseer. Do not misunderstand. To manipulate a subject's memories is an intrusive act I deeply abhor, but it was still preferable to execution. Come now, Chief, let's not be so melodramatic. It was born of Aether, it is simply being reduced to its original state. I know distinctions concern you, but we mustn't lose sight of the bigger picture, making rational choices for the sake of a more prosperous star. If a creation cannot be properly studied even with the aid of Kyrios, we remake it. If the creation is deemed a detrimental existence, we unmake it. It is all for the greater good, and none question the necessity of such routine processes. I understand these things, I do. I would never think to unleash a clear and undeniable threat upon the world. Yet insignificant though their individual lives may be next to all creation, it is all the Lycans have. Before we seal their fates, we owe it to these beings to exhaust all options, to ensure that nothing else or nothing has been overlooked. If you insist, let me provide you with a full report, and we may take it from there. Would it be possible for us to attend the discussion, that MXL may better carry out his duties? By all means. Pray, show them to the meeting room. We have a duty to the star, I know this, but it doesn't mean that we don't also have a responsibility to the lives we are bringing into existence here. To man, another being, or other beings are just things, to be used and controlled, like magic. That's what Hermes told me once. You needn't be a intellect to feel the weight bearing down on Hermes. I fear this discussion may take a while, during which time... Meteion, are you feeling unwell? It's not me, Hermes, it's you. I won't go to the meeting, I'll stay with Nathan. Loath though I am to impose, I may need, or may I leave Meteion in your care again? I am in your debt, if you'll excuse me. I did a tune to this, didn't I? I did, yeah. Can you help me with something, Nathan? The meeting will make Hermes sad. I want to cheer him up with a flower. Hermes likes flowers the most of all the creations in Elpis. Most creations are expected to be interesting, or beautiful, or strong, better in some way. But flowers are different. They are designed to suit our emotions, that we feel what we feel and want to convey, Hermes likes that. I can't make flowers, so I'll search for one, and I want you to search with me. Let's start here, at the 12 Wonders. Meteion is now accompanying you, blah 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 blah. You may not use your mount. Can you wait here? Alright, I'll wait by the building. I'll be right back. There is a fate over here, and since it is right next door, I want to get it completed. Or at least get some amount of credit for it. Okay, we are back. Hermes is still talking, we still have time. Oh, I should have grabbed the Aether cone while I was down there. Never mind. Vibrant purple flower, bigger than your hand, adorn this tree. Oh, so big and bright. I love them. They might be too bright. You have to think about the recipient. That's what Hermes says. Nope. Wrong way. There they are. There she is. A tall, slender tree rises before you. You crane your neck to look for flowers. No flowers. If there were apples, we could cover them in syrup. Let's head outside next. Don't worry, we won't wander far. Which way? That way outside. An array of beautiful flowers grown in a bed, their mix of colours forming a pattern. These would be better for Hermes, but they're hedged in. That means we shouldn't touch them. They're either under observation or poisonous. Any other place should be fine. Let's keep looking. A familiar plant. Set on a tall, thin stalk, the oddly shaped flower is mesmerizing in its undulations. Oh, a canoia. A canoic? Canoion. A flower that can move. When Hermes wasn't looking, it shot seeds at him. Not a good gift, maybe. But you're good, Nathan. At spotting flowers. We'll find something soon. Oh, hang on. I went that way to look for west, but no, west is that way. I am currently north, so it's over here. You spy nothing promising nearby. At best, common-looking grasses with some few tiny flowers. Nothing around here. Ah! Over there, Nathan. Something big, huge. Yeah, that's a marble. We don't want to be anywhere near that thing. It has really bad breath. It's okay, it's not looking this way. It can wait a second though. Oh, if I jump down here, I'm not going to be able to jump back up, am I? I'm going to have to go around. The inconvenience of it all. Molodorous grass. A terrible stench reminiscent of sodden old boots pervades the air. Without a doubt, the culprit is the marble-like creature before you. It's an Adonis. The things around its mouth look like petals, but the flowers are the orbs on its head. When Hermes inspected it, it swallowed him up. He didn't leave his room for days. What do you think, Nathan? Would he like it? Probably not the good sort of memory. So not this one either. Finding a good flower is harder than I thought. I'm sorry, Nathan, but could we search a little more? Maybe as far as the fields over there? I'll pick something after that, I promise. Assuming there's no Marie for currents on this island, northeast would put it over there on the other island. She's right there. She has now become one with my chocobo. The lush green fields stretch out before you, ending where the sky begins. Ah, there's nothing. That shiny thing over there, what could it be? I'm not getting away from you anytime soon, am I? It's more Elpis flowers. Oh, Elpis flowers. They're here too. Hermes likes and dislikes them at the same time. Like me, they're enterics. Like me, they feel his pain and turn dark. That's only for Hermes, though. For others, they're always white and bright. We've seen many different colours. Truly? The flower was dark in your home? Then do you have it too? A dark emotion? I've known the pain of sorrow and loss. I felt great fury and frustration. I've been plagued by doubts and anxiety. I dare say I've had a few, all of the above. You don't have to say it. I can feel there is something you want to hide. But won't you lend it to me? The darkness inside you? I want you to make the flower dark in front of Hermes. He has been in a dark place since before he created me. He needs to know that he isn't there alone, and others are sad too. Truly, you'll do it? Thank you, Nathan. Thank you. It means more to me than I can say. I can't wait to see how Hermes reacts. Let's go back and fetch him. There be another Aether conquest here now. When did that appear? Oh well, problem for another time. It seems they're finally or they're still talking. Let's wait until they're finished.
Hermes! Oh, you were waiting for me.
You've finished talking?
Yes, we've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteion company. Salk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Elpis flowers?
Go on. You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
I see Meteion has shared much with you. May we talk a moment?
Hedgehog.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star, that we strive to make it a better place. And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt. Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will, and when they depart, it is always beautiful. Perhaps it is, but only for man. Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished. We make an effort to spare them the pain. They sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful. Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Not
Shit.
a contradiction so blatant I could scream. Want to scream. How can you all accept this aberration?
Not to miss and always the blossom shines purest and white. Apologies. My finger twitched because the sentence ended and I thought that was the end of the text. It was not.
Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? And I am filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't ask what you thought as you kneeled beside the Elpis, or if you only did it at Meteion's insistence. Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering is a comfort.
So this would be the kind of thing that Van Daniel would have remembered if he had not been sundered. And it's not something MXL knows. And yeah, we was already told by Elidibus that basically the memory crystals didn't hold memories from before they joined the convocation. So yeah, there's no reason Van Daniel would actually remember this conversation. Oh, I could tell you all about stuff. I'm glad to be of service. Let's have no more brooding. Huh? No, he's allowed to brood. I'm glad to be of service.
To so willingly lend an ear to ease my burden. You are a strange one.
I have this in common with, Azim. We're both rather meddlesome.
The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike Aetheris. A world filled with life. So many stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteion and her sisters.
She has sisters? We know of another being that is capable of space travel. The dragons. While I very much doubt that the dragons originated from here, that particular detail, the fact that dynamis is apparently, or is considered to be required for traveling across the space, could mean that the dragons hold the key to our salvation.
Aye, sisters. She has a great many of them, and they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it. But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long. And when we do, I should be glad to share our findings with you, in gratitude for your kindness. It's getting rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteion. Let us head back.
All right.
What did she sense or hear? Something clearly got her attention. I'm glad Hermes saw the flowers. Thank you, Nathan. It will help, I hope. Today will be difficult for him. Were you able to get some rest? please do not hesitate to let us know if you're feeling tired. I worry we might exhaust your scarce reserves of ether. The prodigal. No, that's not right. Prodigious. I think that's right the first time, but I think I'm pronouncing it right. Familiar returns, and after causing all manner of trouble while we were out in our meeting, I'm sure. Hermes appears solemn and sorrowful. An all too brief interlude, perhaps, but it's time I attend to my next task. As Amixel and Heliodeus are aware, we reached a verdict regarding the fate of the Iconus. 7 were created for observation. All 7 must be unmade. Dorus has followed the correct protocol, and as Chief Overseer, I can find no fault in his judgment. The Iconus would disrupt the natural order, ravaging and consuming other species until they themselves starve and perish. They cannot be released into the wild, and they cannot be allowed to remain here in Elpis. I intend to petition the Bureau of Architecture, or the Bureau of Architect, to have the concept preserved as a restricted purpose hazardous life form. Heliodeus has pledged to support me in this endeavour. Yet, whatever the Bureau decides, the existing Iconiths have served their purpose. Doros has already isolated the creatures and is preparing to carry out the necessary measures. I will join him forthwith. It is my duty to witness the conclusion to this study. If you are resolved, then we have but to accompany you. Of course, let us be off, then. We return to the main island. Okay, so it's there. I have a theory. What if this unmaking of concepts is what's causing the problem? That because we are unmaking the creature, they are unmaking the ether, but they are leaving the emotional energies intact. Or the specific name of which I forget. And because they've been doing this for a long, long time... Hey look! They're Fenriers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are the other 3? Doris, are you hurt? What's happened here? They caught me off guard. I had them bound with ethereal shackles, but they became frenzied, even more so than usual, and broke free. I was able to stop 4, the other 3 escaped. I see them. 2 have taken to the airs above the 12 wonders. The last is up ahead, lurking in the fields. You and Nathan handle that one. The pair in the sky you can leave to me. If this is how it must end, then so be it. I will render assistance to Emexelk, unneeded though it is. Meteion, you stay here with Doris. But Hermes... The Lycons must be reverted. I would spare you their pain, and mine. This is my burden, not yours, but if you're intent on helping, then please, follow my lead. Tense music. I appreciate your help and lament that it is necessary. There it is, our quarry, within striking distance at present. But if it feels threatened, it may well flee beyond our reach. Here is my plan. You will approach slowly, in full view, and draw the Elcon's attention. Now, I warn you, its abilities are as fierce as it is temperamental. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not, by my measure, you are more than equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught, but for a few brief moments, and that will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Now let us begin. Oh, it's up there. Well, that was unfortunate.
Now. Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high, fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star. And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I wonder if the fact has...
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time? Aye.
I wonder if Meteion's sisters are going to play a role in the latter part of the MSQ. It has been quite an exciting visit thus far. Oh, you weren't injured, were you? Good, good. The other Lycus have been taken care of. The incident is resolved, and life in Elpis continues as normal, or ends, as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? Just curious. Ooh, dungeon? Question mark. This is level 87. Anyway, that quest will have to wait till tomorrow. Because if it is a dungeon, we sure as hell ain't got time to do it now. Although I don't think it can be a dungeon given the fact that it's not an A for current quest. But who knows, I could be wrong. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed the show. I have a for current quest to do. That's going to be gone before I get there. So I will see you in a little while. Cheerio.